Let's go. Let's listen to this Bill Clinton thing because,
let's do it.
It's very strange. It's not, but if this is what they're talking about in the Clinton policy shop, great. From a campaign standpoint, not necessarily the best way to word it, but again, to the extent that we watched Bill Clinton on CNBC talking about what he thinks Hillary is going to do to sign off on TPP, this carries some weight too. Now, for me, the question's always been, will TPP hit Clinton's desk when she's president? I don't think it will, but who knows? I certainly don't think single payer will, at least in the short term, but it'd be nice to have the Democratic Party. That's where they're at. Here's Bill Clinton.
Now, the next thing is we got to figure out what to do now on health care. Her opponent said, just repeal it all. The market will take care of it. That didn't work out very well for us, did it? We wound up with the most expensive system in the world, and we insured the smallest percentage of people. On the other hand, the current system works fine if you're eligible for Medicaid, if you're a lower income working person, if you're already on Medicare, or if you get enough subsidies on a modest income that you can afford your health care. But the people that are getting killed in this deal are small business people and individuals who make just a little too much to get any of these subsidies. Why? Because they're not organized, they don't have any bargaining power with insurance companies, and they're getting whacked. So you've got this crazy system where all of a sudden 25 million more people have health care, and then the people are out there busting it sometimes 60 hours a week, wind up with their premiums doubled and their coverage cut in half. It's the craziest thing in the world. So here's the simplest thing. You raise your hand, so you think about it. Here's the simplest thing. Figure out an affordable rate and let people use that, something that won't undermine your quality of life, won't interfere with your ability to make expenses, won't interfere with your ability to save money for your kids' college education, and let people buy in to Medicare or Medicaid. Here's why. You can let people buy in for just a little bit because unlike where you are now, if you were on the other side of this, if you were an insurer, you'd say, gosh, I only got 2,000 people in this little pool. 80% of the insurance costs every year come from 20% of the people. If I get unlucky in the pool, I'll lose money. So they overcharge you just to make sure, and on good years, they just make a whopping profit out of the people least able to pay it. It doesn't make any sense. The insurance model doesn't work here. It's not like life insurance. It's not like casualty. It's not like predicting flood. It doesn't work. So Hillary believes we should simply let people who are above the line for getting these subsidies have access to affordable entry into the Medicare and Medicaid programs. They'll all be covered. It will not hurt the program. We will not lose a lot of money.
I mean, there's nothing in what he just said that I don't agree with 100%. I mean, I would go further even than that, obviously. But that seems to me to be the obvious next step, right? You're in the individual market. Maybe that's open to people with other coverage. You're earning over 400% of poverty. You get to buy into Medicare and Medicaid. And then the next step is, well, we're going to subsidize private insurance. Why don't we just subsidize Medicare? Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, if we're already paying, if you're at 133% of poverty or up to 400% of poverty, and you're in the exchanges, you get subsidized. So the U.S. government pays money to a private insurer. Why not pay that money back to Medicare? And the remaining cost of that insurance is still going to be lower. So you could even cut the subsidies and still you'd have lower insurance rates for people in the exchanges. That would be step 2. And then you just simply say to the private insurance industry, like, we're sidelining you now. We're going to allow everybody, and at that point you have allowed everybody to buy into Medicare. And then you just slowly start to jigger the balance between raising taxes, which is going to get you, is going to be more efficient, save money in the long run than having people pay into the Medicare. But it's pretty good. Hey folks, Sam Seder here. I just got back from a company-wide meeting. Accounting is really coming down on me hard. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please enjoy this channel. Subscribe right down there.